Have you never met a man before? What about your father?
I had no father. I was brought to life by Zeus.
Well, that's neat. Tough luck. Who is this woman?
You will soon find out.
Wonder Woman.
Is there anything else you want to show me?
When war ravaged the earth, the gods created us.
I will fight for those who cannot fight for themselves.
Wonder Woman.
What are
You will soon find out.
Rated PG-13. Experience it in IMAX 3D.
Hey YouTubers, it's Charlie. So there's all kinds of Wonder Woman drop-ins, so we gotta talk about her powers, her role as a demigod, like a full-blown demigod, versus her other origin stories, her abilities in the DCEU, because it looks like she is full-blown flying in this TV spot, and then because Jeff Johns is teasing that he's already writing the Titans TV show, he tweeted out this picture, and it's the cover from his run on Teen Titans back in 2003, so it implies a little bit about the lineup. So I'll explain who Wonder Girl is and the difference between Donna Troy and Cassie Sandsmark, because there's two different versions of the character, and they have kind of a funny origin story, but there is a new round of the Flash Ring giveaway, so all you have to do to enter is be a subscriber, leave a comment on this video. So we got confirmation on Final Boss form Ares in this version of the trailer here, so you can kind of see his horn from his helmet sticking around as he's going at her, dual wielding, and she's blocking it with her gauntlets. So what it looks like is happening is when she's absorbing all this damage from this super weapon as it goes off, it really does look like she's flying in this sequence here and stops them from doing whatever it is they're trying to do. Then she throws down with Final Boss form Ares because he's so pissed that she stopped him from achieving his goal. What does he sound like? What does his face look like? I have a feeling, just guessing, that they're going with a relatively Injustice look, and you won't see too much of his actual face underneath the helmet. You'll just see glowing eyes, and it'll make him seem even more powerful. So they want to make Boss form Ares feel as inhuman as possible, the power of a god. So the best way to do that would be to not give him a face at all, just make him these glowing eyes beneath this really terrifying helmet. But if you're wondering about the dual wielding, he just dual wields inside the Injustice comic book, so that's probably why he's dual wielding here. But what about her powers though? So they really got juiced up Silver Age and post-Crisis. If you don't know what Crisis is, it's Crisis on Infinite Earths. It happened in the mid-80s. It was the big event in comics that marked the end of the Silver Age and the beginning of the modern age of comics. So everybody's backstories got retconned. In modern age, Wonder Woman basically became a female version of Superman in terms of her powers and abilities. She could fly, she was pretty much indestructible, and she even got to carry that sword and shield around. So the big difference between her and Superman though is that she was a full-blown warrior, so she became more of a punch, stab, first person than Superman, who tried to work through his problems before he crushed them into soda cans. But the first time that she did anything close to flying was during the Silver Age, where they said glide on air currents. So it's not like full-blown flying, but then post-Crisis it was just full-blown flying. And initially the ability to fly was granted by the god Hermes. Then during the New 52, she could fly on her own, and the line between Superman and Wonder Woman's powers got even fuzzier. So I think what the movie universe is doing is just differentiating Superman and Wonder Woman. So based on the camera tricks they're pulling here and the way they're speeding up and slowing down footage, it really does look like she's gliding on air currents Silver Age style. So it's way more than jumping, but it's not quite full-blown flying. So they haven't done a great job of explaining it, but I think the idea is that Superman is the only true god on Earth in terms of his power levels and abilities, but Wonder Woman is really close. But the only way she's going to get the upper hand on him is if she has her sword, which can pierce Doomsday's skin, and she has her gauntlets. So it's a lot of fun to try and figure out what everyone's power levels and abilities are. So let me know, how powerful do you think that Wonder Woman is, just based on the footage that they've shown us? And they have teased that Superman will get his true birth as the hero of the DCEU during the Justice League movie, but they were very cryptic about the way they said that. Like, okay, there's going to be some sort of Superman rebirth in some way. They say that the Superman we've seen before is not the true version of Superman that he's destined to become. So it's not like it's going to be a physical, different version of Superman. It's just that he hasn't achieved the greatness that he will achieve during the Justice League movie. So hopefully that gets you more excited about Superman dominating during the Justice League movie. But the Titans TV show, Jeff Johns is teasing that he's already writing it. This is the best thing ever. I'm not expecting the episodes to actually drop till like fall 2018 because he's literally just writing the pilot right now. It's going to take him a long time to get it going, but the way he's doing this is teasing the roster. When he wrote it, it was the Cassie Sandsmark version of Wonder Girl, not the Donna Troy version. So if you saw the animated movie that they just dropped, they teased that Donna Troy is joining the team wearing this version of the costume. So everyone's like, yay, we're finally getting Donna Troy. We're finally getting Wonder Girl, part of the Teen Titans. So as you can imagine, Donna Troy, Wonder Girl, is kind of like a junior version of Wonder Woman, who was initially created because of the Comics Code Authority, and people thought that they were corrupting youths with the way that Wonder Woman's costume looked. So they needed a version of the character that looked less sexy, and she was introduced during the first Teen Titans comic book way back in the 60s. The Junior Justice League is what they called them. And they ended up having to change her backstory so many times it got super messy. She ended up being this duplicate of Wonder Woman, then she was her sister, then she was secretly the daughter of a normal family. There was this big story arc that Marv Wolfman wrote during the classic Teen Titans run called Who is Donna Troy?, where Robin goes around very literally piecing together her origin story. Who the hell is this character? During the Young Justice Teen Titans Graduation Day crossover, she was killed off, leaving the door open for the Cassie Sandsmark version of Wonder Girl to come join the Teen Titans. But it was another way to just do a very young version of Wonder Woman. They called her Wonder Girl. They've changed her backstory a couple times too. Initially, she's the daughter of an archaeologist. They find these artifacts that used to be used by Wonder Woman, and those give her powers. Then during the New 52, they make her a little more street tough, and she steals some artifacts from a museum. Those artifacts give her powers. She's not quite as powerful as Wonder Woman. During the New 52, she had like a version of a lot of those powers that would manifest as very special invisible armor. She had a red version of the lasso. But as of Rebirth, Donna Troy is now a member of the Titans team. There is no Cassie Sandsmark. So right now in the comics, there is nobody that's called Wonder Girl. But you have to remember that Jeff Johns said there'd be a couple differences. He did confirm Beast Boy. He may have also confirmed Starfire, but it remains to be seen what they're going to do with Wonder Girl, if it's going to be his version of Cassie, or if it's going to be Donna Troy, or if they're not going to do her at all. But I think part of the idea with the Titans TV show is to not duplicate powers. So everybody that they do on the team will have very different functions, very different abilities. So I'm not expecting everybody from the comics, and they haven't said anything about what's going on with Superboy. But I think if there's any chance for any of the DC TV shows to do a Superboy, it would be the Titans TV show. And we haven't got any confirmation on which version of Wally West they're going to do. But I will be doing another Flash video later today. I'll talk a little bit more about Wally West and his future on that TV show whenever I post that. So that should post in a little while, but I'll say congratulations to Israel Teleno. You win the Injustice 2 giveaway. Please private message me so I can get your contact details. You can click here for brand new Flash footage, and you can click here for my non-spoilery Guardians of the Galaxy 2 review. Thank you so much for watching. Let's high five. I'll see you guys tonight.